Iwo kesa uje sale baba o. Ona vaju ane miole o. Uje sale baba e. Iwo kesa uje sale baba e. Iwo kesa vaju ane mima o. Uje sale baba e. Iwo kesa oye. Umi vasa ye na ojeli me. Adago ni lo ni meso na. Iwo kesa na igbe, Iwo kesa na emu, Iwo kesa na ile. Uje sale. Isanda yo no vaju aine miole. Besuno. Waiting they happen. You know, I did do this video especially for those of our brothers, who over time still deem it fit to come out, running down what we are doing, because we are rightly sensitizing our people of the truth about the Esa race. But you have some elements from the Esa who are running down what we are doing with their mouth. Now, this one caught my attention about this man called Bob Smith. Bob Smith or one woman here. Now I've heard in several occasions, like three different occasions, you said your grandfather or your uncle or rather said that Esa and Benin we are one. And the other one you said Esa, your grandfather said Esa are from Benin. And you made a statement that there is nothing anybody will tell you that we change your mind from what your grandfather said. And you said we that are narrating our Esa history now, do we know more than your grandfather? Let me answer you that question. Is only a wayward grandfather and a stupid grandfather who will never want his own grandchildren to be better than him, to know more than him. I don't know why human beings, we Esa, we are very intelligent, we are very wise. I don't understand. Is it because we've accepted Benin as one of us, as part of us for a very long time? That is the reason why some people are starting to behave like the Benins. Why? How can a matured man over 30 years old, about 40 years old, how can you come out in the public and say what your grandfather told you? Nobody can tell you otherwise. Come on now. Esa, the archaeological research that has been circulating, not done by the Esan people, but by the Americans. They say that Esan have lived longer than other tribes. The research shows that a tribe from Gambia, a tribe from Sierra Leone, which is Mende, and Yoruba, and Esan, these are the oldest tribe according to archaeological research. These are the tribes that has ghost DNA. The word ghost DNA means that uncountable years. It beats their record. So when they can't find the actual years when these people when the race started, they call it ghost DNA. And these are the only people who possess that ghost DNA in West Africa. Now, people who possess ghost DNA are other people who could not even make the list. After much screening, the Benin tribe could not even make the list. And these are the people coming out to say they gave birth to people that has 19% of ghost DNA. It doesn't make sense now. At least, my brother, you speak like someone who should know how to read. You should do your research now. Why do you carry your grandfather on your head as if your grandfather knows anything? These people, their era is gone. These people could not accumulate so much information. We are talking about a tribe. We are talking about people that have lived for over 500,000 years. I don't know what is wrong with some people. You're coming out in public to spread your stupidity. You think you are running down Esa? What stake does your grandfather has in Esa? Man, you should be wiser than this now. And other fellow Esa people who put their hands and put their effort, make sure they run that Esa. When our ancestors visit you, my brother, it will not be well with you. when our ancestors visit you, when Elimesan visit you, it will not be well with you. It's like most of you are still not aware what happened when Oba of Benin visited Esan land, I think 2018. The people that perpetrate that evil act, shouting, our father, our father. It's like you people are not even aware what happened to those people. You are not aware that the people who perpetrate that evil act against Esan land, what Elimesan did to these people. But you are just there, making unnecessary noises. My advice for you is, internet has made life easier. If you can't buy book, do a thorough research. You will get some of your information. Whatever the Benin are spreading, if the Benin want to talk about their own history, they should talk about their own history. Remove Esan from it. It look as if your history will not be completed if Esan is not included. It look as if the only people who matters in that region are the Esan people. That is why you just want to include Esan by all means. Nobody called you to come to Benin platform to come and run this and down. You decide on your own to go. But when time reach, when you see what you are looking for, it will be you and your family that will bear the consequences. Enter your house. If you have nothing valuable to contribute, enter your house and sit down and watch the people who can do something, do what they know how to do best. We don't need distraction at this time. We are just working, and you feel you don't believe what we are saying. You do your own research more. Forget about what your father told you. Forget about what some of our current kings are saying. Put those things aside. Do your thorough research. Research about people who live 500 years ago. Research about people who live 300 years ago. Research about people who live 800 years ago. How old is Benin? We are talking about people who live for 5,000 years ago. We are talking about people who live for 500,000 years ago. 300,000 years ago. How old is Benin? How old is Benin? For you to, I don't know where you get your message from. Even they say Benin, people are claiming Benin. Do you know how small Benin is? Benin is just within Ring Road here. How many percent of Edo State are the Benins? They are not even up to 2%. They are not up to 2%. Benin is just Ring Road. That is Benin. You have various tribes that have been locked up in that place. But they can't speak because Oba have them in the corner. They can no longer speak because look at what Oba is doing to them, messing them up with political influence. That is what Oba planned to do to Esan. But you forget that the enemy of Esan are not asleep. Because we are quiet doesn't make us coward. And for those people who have found themselves under the fingertips of the Oba of Benin, we are going to release them. And when we do that, you Esan man, you Esan woman that is coming out today to trying to rubbish what we are doing, you will be ashamed of yourself then. When that time comes, you will be ashamed of yourself. You will remember this video I'm doing today. I remain your jolẹ.